guess apparently that's why that was such good for cotton and corn and.
Oh, really? It likes clay.
See, all through there is a cotton belt.
Yeah.
We had where the cotton went into the what do you call it? Where they took the seeds out of the cotton.
A gin?
Is that what a cotton gin does? Does it take the seeds out?
Take it into the cotton gin.
Us city kids, we don't.
And big
Yes.
big wagons. When I was in Virginia, with Sandy,
Yeah.
they had this big wagon loaded with cotton,
Yeah.
and we took pictures of that. Apparently it was ready to go to the gin. I'd like to see how that's operated now.
Yeah, they leave big, like, house-sized chunks of cotton in the field, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, a cotton field is just beautiful. It is so pretty.
Yeah.
That my sisters, they worked in the cotton mills. Bertha and Gertrude, and they, I can remember them coming home, and Mama just grew up with us. My mother never got old. She didn't.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, she just never got old. And they'd lay across the bed, and I wasn't supposed to be in the room. And Bertha, that's James's mother, and Gertie, whom is still living as far as I know, would tell Mama jokes that I wasn't allowed to hear.
I was just going to ask you.
They bring home the jokes from work.
And I'm going to have to check with James. Last time I talked to Gertrude was her 100th birthday.
Wow.
I think. Almost.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk with her, I talked with her daughter.
Yeah.
Because she had moved in with her daughter. And I haven't heard anything from her.
Her daughter could be your age.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
In fact, she came to Ayers one time. That's in Indianapolis, Indiana. And it's where I worked. And I was in the back office doing something. And they came back and they said, Ruby, there's a lady out here that's older than you are asking about Aunt Ruby.
That's right.
And I said, oh. So I went out, and that's who it was. It was Gertrude's daughter. But Gertrude was such a wonderful, wonderful person. She's the one that had the son, you know, I told you about. Received the highest honor you can receive for bravery.
Purple Heart?
Mm-hmm.
Got a Purple Heart.
I have a picture of him somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Which war did he serve in? Which war was he in? Is that World War II or the Korean War?
Well, it would be, must have been, I don't know. I just have a picture of him somewhere.
Wow.
Which of your brothers were in the war?
I think Frank, Richard, and Rufus, they all were.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would not talk about the war.
Yeah.
In fact, they were in combat.
Yeah.
Now, which war are we talking
That'd
about?
be World War I, wouldn't it?
My grandpa was in World War I.
Would
But
have
you weren't
to
even
be.
born yet.
Because either I'm the baby of these 14.
So the oldest ones were in the war.
My older family could be my mama or my grandma or my, you know. but they would never talk about the war.
Yeah.
And they were in battle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Huh.
Richard used to visit us quite a lot. But Rufus looked like he was a little fella, hump-shouldered. He, what's that comedian that was so popular? Not comedian, but he had talent shows.
Oh, Ed
Ed
Pickingham?
Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan, yeah.
And he looked like Ed Sullivan. Because you know how Ed Sullivan was kind of
Big guy.
kind of hunched over.
Yeah.
Round shoulder.
Right. Huh.
So, it's a nice looking bunch of people.
How did you get from Florida up to Indianapolis?
Cora and Phil had moved to Indianapolis. And
This is your older sister and her
that's
husband?
my sister and her husband. And that was when Allison Division of General Motors had opened. So they wrote to us and said that Allison needed sheet metal men, which is why they was a sheet metal layout man. And do you remember the cool vent metal on the awnings? Seeing pictures of them?
Seen pictures, yeah.
Yeah, well, Wiley used to make those by hand.
No, yeah.
Cool vent metal awnings.
Huh. So is that
Now
where?
they're all factory made
Yeah.
out of Saginaw, Michigan. But he used to do those all by hand.
Is that what he was doing when you met him? Yeah.
So he was such a smart man.
Yeah.
And had he had the right opportunities, there's no telling where he might have gone.
Yeah.
Of course, he did all right, on his own.
Yeah.
He was self-educated, so to speak, because he was, he was kind of shifted from cover to post, from Ann Ethel,
Yeah.
in a Catholic home. He had some cute stories to tell about the nuns. They used to sneak out of bed. I told you this.
No.
I haven't heard.
They were curious on what the nuns wore under their habit.
Uh-oh.
So.
How old was he?
Oh, I would imagine young boy, young.
8 or 10, maybe.
Somewhere along in there.
Yeah.
And they were curious. So they'd sneak out of bed and watch them disrobe. Of course, the nuns wore sheaths underneath their robes. But I don't know what those young boys thought. I thought they'd be in the nude, I guess. But
Fine.
they did a good job with him.
Yeah. So did he end up back with his mom?
Yeah,
after that?
Mama and Condi then went from New York City to Florida.
Yeah.
And was that first place they settled in Florida. It was in the vicinity of Orlando and Sanford, but that wasn't the name of it.
Yeah.
Think of it in a minute. And then Wiley left, and I thought